question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Fuller. Caught, close to the marker, it's White. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the defense?
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Scanning the field, it's Fuller. He's got the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And this offense stays aggressive.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Found the seam on the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking for a man, it's Fuller. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Fires to the tight end. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's White. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Fuller. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Georgia going up tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the... Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Oh, they're after him. The throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Pressure coming. On target to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. Makes a catch at the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. And he runs it in for the score. The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass, it's Fuller. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. The short hands, it's Taylor. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Wide open downfield.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Now from inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen but just couldn't find a man. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Fuller. Here comes the rush and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On the run, fires downfield. He makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling right and going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking downfield, it's Fuller. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed.
The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they'll wrap him up.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. action. Looking to buy time. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. And he strides his way. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Fuller. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Georgia.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to fire. Floating away. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! They want that clock to run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Here comes the heat. And he'll finish the run. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Moves around to clear up the vision. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field. Touchdown, dog! The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.